Yo, what is up guys, it's Miles from Xbug Extreme, and today I'm going to show you a really cool magic trick with this fidget spinner. Alright, so watch the fidget spinner. I'm going to spin it, I'm going to wave my hand, snap my fingers, blow, and it's done. Ta-da! I'm just kidding, everyone knows how to balance a fidget spinner on their thumb. That's old school. I want to take this magic trick to a whole new level. Above and beyond. So, I want to make the fidget spinner levitate and float. So watch. I'm going to do exactly that. So watch the fidget spinner. I'm going to spin it in my hand like this. I'm going to wave my hand, snap my fingers, blow, and look. Hold on, let me try again. Wave, snap, blow. And just like that, the fidget spinner is floating in midair. Watch, I can do it again. Wave, snap, blow. And it's floating in midair. How cool is that? Yeah, I think that's really cool. Alright, I can turn this fidget spinner into different objects. Alright, so long story short, I lost my favorite pen a week ago and I cannot find it. I searched around my entire house and I cannot find it at all. So I'm going to use the power of magic to turn this fidget spinner into that exact pen. It's a watch. I'm going to spin it, wave my hand, snap my fingers, blow, watch. Just like that, the fidget spinner magically turned into a pen, just like that, into the pen. You might think that it's not a real pen. You might think it's a fake pen. But it's a fully functional working pen. I have a piece of paper just to prove to you that it's a fully functional pen. You see, there's nothing on here. I have the pen. See? Fully functional working pen. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But now, the fidget spinner is now gone. Now gone. So I'm gonna use magic to turn this pen back into the fidget spinner, but I don't want to because this is my favorite pen of all time. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do in order to get it done, you know? Alright, so watch the pen. I wish I had a better surface to put this on. Here, I'm gonna unfold this piece of paper. I'm trying my best to make this part nice and flat. I'm recording this on my bed, by the way. There we go, that should do. Alright, so here's the pen. Hands are empty. Nothing fishy is going on. So watch the pen. Watch the pen. It's in my hand still. But watch. Just like that, the pen is magically turned back into the fidget spinner, just like that. How cool is that? I think that's really cool. Yeah. Alright, so now I'm gonna do something cool. So this fidget spinner can teleport. So watch. I'm holding it in my right hand this time. Let's watch. I'm gonna spin the fidget spinner like this. I'm gonna take it. By the way, there's nothing in this hand or in this hand. Alright, so watch. I'm gonna take the fidget spinner, spin it. I'm gonna hold it in this hand right here. Okay. Wave, snap, blow. It's gone now. Okay. Hands are empty. But wait, what's that behind you guys? It's the fidget spinner. How'd that go behind you? It teleported. Watch, I can do it again. Oh wait, what's that behind you guys? There's something behind you guys. Huh? Isn't that cool or what? I think that's I actually think that's pretty cool. One of the most coolest things I've seen all day. Anyways, you want to know how it's done? I'll show you right now. Alright, so this is not just a fidget spinner, a magic fidget spinner that can turn into a pen. This is a custom fidget spinner pen. And if you see by the design of the logo, I got this when I was in Special Olympics. You could, obviously it's red. It's red. I'm gonna Google if a fidget spinner pen is an actual thing. Is an actual thing. spin. So, fidget spinner pens, like, kind of like, it's by a company called Plum Grove. I'm not sure if this one is by the same exact one, but it looks like it is. So, Plum Grove fidget spinner pen. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do the trick with this. So, the pen can twist away from the fidget spinner. So you can have the fidget spinner separate from the pen and the pen separate from the fidget spinner. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna have the pen on your lap and then make sure it doesn't fall on the floor on your lap like that. And then you're ready for your trick. And now you're gonna show the audience your fidget spinner like this, and then you're gonna tell them that you're gonna show them a magic trick with it, and then you're gonna fool them by just bouncing on their thumb. Honestly, everyone in this universe knows how to bounce a fidget spinner on their thumb. That's the easiest thing to do. It's not that hard, honestly. Even with this fidget spinner, it's not that hard to do. Alright, so you're gonna say you want to go above and beyond. You want to take it a step further and go above and beyond with it. While you're saying that, you're putting the pen, you're twisting the pen back onto the fidget spinner. So right here, there's a little hole right there where the pen goes. So right there, you're just screwing the pen back into place. But that's all happening down here. So you're saying, so you're saying, I want to take it a step further. I want to take it above. I want to do it above and beyond. And then I want to make the fidget spinner levitate and float. And while you're saying you want to make the fidget spinner levitate and float, you're gonna take the fidget spinner with the pen, and then you're gonna hold it like this. Hold it like this, all right? So the pen is like this. So the pen part is right here, facing away from the audience. The fidget spinner is right here, facing towards the audience. So, pen part right here, facing away from the audience. The fidget spinner part right here, facing towards the audience. And then you're going to say, all right, so I'm going to make it levitate. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it with my hand, snap my fingers, blow. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put this hand, this arm on top of this, on top of the pen, like this. Right here, you're holding this side of the pen with these two fingers, from the front, it looks like you're holding the fidget spinner with your middle finger, the front part of the fidget spinner with your middle finger, and the back part of it with your thumb. But from here, it looks like this. And then you're taking this arm, putting it on top, releasing these two fingers, like this, and then we're releasing these two fingers. And when you do that, make sure that you do not stop the fidget spinner from spinning. You want to make sure that the fidget spinner is still spinning. So like this. And then let go from right here. From this side, you're holding the pen from the two parts with your hand. But from this side, it looks like it's floating. Because from the front, they don't see the pen. But if you turn it from the side, they'll see the pen part. And then, ooh, it's floating. And then you can grab it. And then when you do this, it looks like that you caught it with your hand. And then you can do it again. Same exact process. Spin it, wave, snap, blow. That's just for a dramatic effect. Make sure you don't stop. Make sure you try not to stop it. Release these two fingers, and then these two fingers. From the side, you're holding it with the pen part. From the front, it looks like it's floating. And you can do this, like sparkling your fingers, like magical gestures, making it look like it's floating in your hand, in between your hands. But from the side, it's actually being held with the pen part. And then just do this. I guess you're pretending to catch it in between your, like you're pretending to catch it with this hand right here. But obviously, being seen from the side, you're just putting it back down. You're putting the pen part back down. Okay? And now, you're going to say that you can turn this fidget spinner into any objects that you want. That's not true, though. And then you can say something. And then I'm going to say something along the line like this. Since you have a pen right here, you can say the same thing as well. I lost my favorite pen a week ago. I searched through my entire house and I cannot find it at all. So I'm going to use the power of magic to turn this fidget spinner into the pen. To that exact pen. Which is most likely not going to be. Which is most likely unlikely going to happen. But they're going to believe that. Or not believe it. But what they just witnessed with the levitating fidget spinner, anything at this point is going to be possible to them. Alright, so now I'm going to keep it. I'm going to just show you the rest from the side profile so that you can see what's happening. Alright, so now, after you're done saying that, you're going to spin the fidget spinner, wave, snap, blow. And then you're going to take this hand right here. Wait, before you do that though, you're going to show this hand empty. And then you're going to turn this hand over and then put this inside of this hand, showing this hand empty as well. And then putting this hand, and then putting this back, and then putting this back in this hand. So from the front, it looks like this. Hand is empty. It looks like you're putting only the fidget spinner in this hand, but you're actually putting the fidget spinner with the pen part behind in this hand as well. Showing this hand empty, and then putting this back in this hand. Showing this hand empty. And now you're ready to turn this fidget spinner into the pen. Here's a fidget spinner, here's a pen. How are you going to turn the fidget spinner into the pen? I'll show you. So first you're going to spin the fidget spinner like this. You're going to wait, snap, blow. And then you're going to put your hand in front of the fidget spinner. And then you're going to stop it from spinning. And then you're going to turn your hand 90 degrees. When you turn your hand 90 degrees, that's what reveals the pen. So from this part, they see the fidget spinner, but when you turn it to 90 degrees, the pen is now being shown. And you're gonna hide the fidget spinner in this hand, so it looks like that the fidget spinner is magically turned into the pen. And now you're gonna unscrew the pen from the fidget spinner. So here's the fidget spinner, here's the pen. You're gonna unscrew the pen from the fidget spinner like this. Alright, hiding the fidget spinner in your hand. While they're distracted at the pen, you're gonna put the fidget spinner on your lap. Alright? So here's the pen now. And they might not be convinced that it's a real pen and that it's like a prop pen. You can prove to them that it is a real pen by getting out a piece of paper. Showing it that's not written on, and then getting your pen. You can draw something on it, you can write your name, you can do like a little scribble scrabble, whatever you want. The ink, I think the ink dried up. I've been doing too much. And there we go. Something like that. And now they're convinced that it's a fully functional pen. And then you can close the ink cartridge. I think that's what we call it. Of the pen, and put it right here. And now you're gonna turn the pen back into the fidget spinner, which is kind of why you don't want to do, because you said that this pen was your favorite pen that you lost a week ago. And now you're gonna turn the pen back into the fidget spinner. Only for magic purposes. Alright. So for this part, since you cannot see my lap, I'm gonna put the fidget spinner right here. And I'm gonna put the pen right here. So now, how to turn the pen into the fidget spinner, I'll show you. So you're going to show both of your hands completely empty like this, and then you're going to take the pen, drag it over, and drop it on your lap. So here's the pen behind your hand, and then boop on your lap. It fell on the floor, but that's okay. Make it perfect. So it's like that. They fell in the trash can. I don't know why I have a trash can underneath me. But like this. And boop, right there. You saw that? Boop, right there, right on my lap. And then you're gonna take the fidget spinner back from your lap. I'm pretending I'm bringing the fidget spinner back. And then I'm holding the fidget spinner in this hand, and nothing is in this hand. But I'm pretending I'm holding the pen still. So now I'm gonna take my thumb, spin the fidget spinner like this. So now when they hear that noise, oh, that's not the pen anymore. No, that's not the pen. They hear a weird noise and they notice, oh, that's not the pen anymore. You move your hand, open this one to reveal the fidget spinner is not inside your hand. But the pen is actually on your lap now. The fidget spinner is now back. And now while they're distracted on the fidget spinner, you're gonna take the pen from your lap and put it on the surface. On a surface that's closest to you. Since I'm recording this on my bed is pretty big, so I'm just gonna put it on my bed right next to me. So, yeah. All they're distracted on the fidget spinner, obviously. Alright, and now, for the last part, I'm gonna make it teleport, which I cannot do. Only with the power of magic. Only with... I was supposed to say, with the power of magic, I can make this fidget spinner teleport, but I'm obviously revealing the trick, showing you how it's done. So, yeah. So, you're gonna change the fidget spinner from being into this hand, and now to it being in this hand. From your left hand to now being it into your right hand. The opposite hand that you originally held it in. Alright? So you're gonna spin it a couple of times and say, alright, so now I'm gonna make this fidget spinner teleport. So this fidget spinner can teleport. Well, you don't believe me? Well, watch this. So you're gonna spin the fidget spinner. You're gonna put your hand over the fidget spinner to make it stop spinning. This is what's happening from behind. They're gonna think that you're holding the fidget spinner in your left hand, but in reality, the fidget spinner is still gonna be in your right hand still. So what you're gonna do, here, I'm gonna bring it closer. So it's like this. You're gonna bring your left hand over, stop it from spinning, and then you're gonna bring the fidget spinner down like this. As you pretend to grab it in this hand. So they think that the fidget spinner is in this hand, but actually the fidget spinner is in this hand now. Okay? So while they're distracted on this hand, you're gonna take the fidget spinner and drop it on your lap. Well, in this case, I'm gonna put it on my bed. So I'm gonna pretend that my bed is my lap, only for the sake of. So, fidget spinners on my lap. Fidget spinners on my lap. They think it's in this hand, but actually it's right here. So now I'm gonna wave, snap, blow, and it's gone. But it's right here. And then they're gonna say, "Oh, what's that behind you guys? I see something behind you guys." And then as you're saying that, you're gonna take the fidget spinner and grab it with your left hand from your lap, like this. And then as you're reaching from behind it, or you can have like an audience member and do the classic, "Oh, there's something behind your ear." And then you can pull this from behind their ear. But to pull it off, you want to hide the fidget spinner behind your hand like this. Okay? And then go forward like this. Go forward like this. And bring this part of your middle finger up like this. And then spin it with your pointer finger. And then it should look like that. It should look like that. It just came from behind their ear. You can pretend, and you can do it the same way. You can do that with other objects. Like, oh look, there's something here. Watch, I'm gonna pull a fidget spinner from behind it. Watch, I'm gonna pull a fidget spinner from behind it. Well, you don't believe me? Watch. You see, there's something here. Watch. There is now. That's a really cool maneuver. And then you can do it again. Have the fidget spinner like this. Do that. Pretend to hold it in your left hand, even though it's right here. And then do this. But yeah, you want to hide it behind your hand, and then it's best if you have this part like this. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Like that, just like that. So that's all happening behind there. So boom. And then if you want, you can do it over and over and over again. Oh, where'd this come from? Oh, it came from behind you guys. The fidget spinner was behind you guys the entire time. So, yeah. Alright, so that's the magic Plum Grove fidget spinner pen magic trick. Alright, so yeah. 5 things I want you guys to do. I want you to like this video, comment down what other video you guys want to see next. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring that little notification bell, and peace out later.